Well, Zach, the 2021 season is nearly a reality. What does it feel like right now when, after all the waiting, all the wondering, all the questions about what it would look like, now here you are a week away from training camp? How does that feel?
There's that excitement when guys start trickling in for camp. I think we've got just about everyone back on the ice, and so you get that feeling that we're starting up again soon, and guys are looking forward to it. There's a lot of new faces. It's been good to meet all the new guys and spend some time with them, and we're looking forward to camp starting and playing some games.
So much turnover on this year's roster, without a doubt. And even though training camp hasn't started, as you say, you guys have had a chance to be on the ice together here for the last week and a half for most of these guys. How much has that helped when you've got this many new faces to get some of these times, some of the opportunities to chat with guys and get to know them a little bit before you get started?
Well, I mean, I think for those new guys, just to get comfortable with everybody, all the new teammates, I think that's important. Kind of get comfortable around the room with the training. I mean, just with everyone, getting to know everybody. Get that out of the way now, and then once we start, hopefully everyone's feeling good about themselves and just settled in. And then, with not playing exhibition games, we're really going to have to really pay attention during camp and just worry about the on-ice stuff. So I think the fact that most guys have been here for a little bit, and the new guys meeting people, I think that'll make their transition a little smoother for when camp starts.
You've been one of the constants throughout this turnover of the Wild roster. And when you really think about it, I mean, this year you've got the big change with the veteran leadership group with Mikko and Eric Stahl and Devin Dubnyk no longer with the team. But the couple of years before that, it was that other core of guys, the Coyle, Niederreiter, Zucker. I mean, it's the heart of this roster has now almost completely changed in the last, say, 2.5 years. What's that been like for you to be one of the guys who has been a part of it throughout and to see the turnover occur here in Minnesota?
It's been different. I think when like you said, you have one group that was completely changed out with the young players, and then fast forward a couple of years, and then a lot of the veterans are moved out. It's been it's been pretty unique, but I guess that's what happens when you have a turnover in general managers. They all have different visions. They have different eyes on what the team should look like and the direction they want it to go. And unfortunately, that's what happens, when you don't win. I mean, things change. And that's the reality that we're in now, that they just wanted a different look on the ice. And that's the direction that we're going in right now.
The team got a little bit of a boost, a jolt last year when there was the coaching change made. What do you expect to be different this year with Dean Evason as the head coach compared to the coaches you've played for in the past?
Well, I think just in that short period of time, it's tough to really switch things. I think when we're 50 games into the season, it's really hard to, you're not switching a lot of the systems, but I think the small things that he did implement, the small things that he was able to change in the middle of the season, just playing a more up-tempo, more aggressive, more a puck possession style of hockey. I think that was more beneficial to us, and it'll be fun to see, now that we're starting anew, the direction that he wants to go and how much further we can take that. And, I think with how good our defense core is, how mobile they are, for those guys to get more involved in the offensive zone, and really to let them play to their strengths. I mean, offensively, I think that's going to be a big difference for us. And with how good of skaters they are, I think you're going to see them way more involved in the offensive zone. And that's the way the game is trending right now. You have to attack with 4 guys, 5 guys now. It's not just forwards anymore. You have to be able to attack with everybody. And I think that's something we were really trying to do towards the end of the year when Dean took over.
It's a new look division for the Wild this year, but I think more interesting is a new look schedule. From a player's perspective, what do you think about going and facing the same team twice in a row every single time throughout the season?
You know, I go back and forth. I've always thought, you know, when we go out to Vancouver, you know, why not play them twice? Why go out there two separate times? You know what I mean? So I don't mind it. You know, if it works well, I wouldn't be surprised to see a little more of that in the future. I think travel wise, it just makes a lot of sense when you're, especially for us, you know, in the East, it's a little different, but you know, for us buzzing across two time zones, you know, you're out there, let's play each team two times, you know, in 10 days and let's come back. You know, it's, I think that makes a lot of sense. So we'll see how it works, but for us, it's going to be a lot of travel, but just the fact that we can play them in back-to-back games, that's going to save a lot of time.
Almost a throwback to the old college hockey days. And, you know, for you who got your preparation at the college level, you'd see this every weekend. And it really, the rivalries develop quickly when all of a sudden you've got a little bit of animosity there on the Saturday night game back in the old college days. You think you'll see the same thing in the NHL?
I mean, it could go that direction. I think, I can't remember what team it was, but I feel like we, you know, played them 6 out of 8 games, you know, and I mean, you know, capping it off at 2 was probably smart. And once you start getting to 3 and 4, you know, but it'll be interesting because, you know, during a regular season, you don't play a team back to back generally. So there's not a ton of time to really focus on a specific team. I mean, you kind of leave that to the playoffs, and where now, you know, you wonder, are you going to look a little deeper into the one team that you're going to be playing 2 times in a row, or 4 out of the next 6 games? You really start to learn a lot more about that team. So I think that'll be kind of interesting to see how that'll play out.
You've been a part of a couple of abbreviated seasons before. Any advice that you would give to young players about a way that you have to approach it differently? Perhaps the importance of a start when your season isn't 82 games in length?
I mean, of course, the start's important, but if we don't have a good start, you know, the season's not over. It's I don't know if there's any specific. There's no secret to it. I mean, it's going to be so condensed, and you really. I mean, condensed isn't the word, but just shortened. It's just you really can't let those. You know, those bad feelings from one game carry over to the next one. I mean, you can't afford to drop 3, 4, 5 in a row in this type of schedule and in this shortened. There's just not that much time, not as much time to make it up. So I think, you know, the old turn the page as quick as you can mentality is going to be a little more important this year.
How are the holidays at the Parise household?
Holidays were great. We unfortunately, the rink took a lot of damage from that storm that we had, that snow and the rain, and didn't help. So I'm getting that thing back. But everything was great. The kids were happy. They got what they wanted from Santa. So we had a good time.
Well, Zach, thanks for joining us today. Best of luck for the upcoming season. Can't wait to see you at the rink instead of via Zoom.
Really looking forward to it. Thanks.